Hey guys, welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast, your daily guide for inner child healing. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine, and it's divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading, the second is a discussion of that reading, followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you could join us here on this journey of self-expansion and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Now, before we dive in, I'd like to again remind us of the congratulations of passing the 500 episode marker. And as a celebration of that, I've opened up the Patreon community for free membership so that people can join our Zoom calls for free. There are a lot of people struggling out there. There's a lot going on. So I thought this could be a way to provide some help and, to give some thanks for all the support that I've received so far. You can also choose if you'd like to be a paid Patreon member, and that will help me to subsidize some of the costs and expenses that I have for this project. I'm still running this out of my own pocket, so it's about $2,000 to $5,000 a year that it costs me to produce this actually. So I'm not really making money from this. It's something that I'm doing for myself and hopefully to be able to help others. And so I'm coming from a genuine place here. The second thing that I'd like to remind you is that you can also find the Reparenting Daily Journal. You can purchase that on Amazon. It's another way to support the podcast. It's under $20. And it basically allows you to follow along with all of the monthly and weekly themes. It gives you space to keep your notes. And yeah, if you join the team or the Zoom calls, it might be a great way for us to all stay aligned and be working together. The last thing I'd like to give you a head up on is the Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily series. As I mentioned earlier, I've had some editing issues with that because in the springtime, the end of spring, I did some reworking to structure those into certain themes. So like the beginning, middle, and end of the hero's journey. And in the midst of reorganizing and restructuring the stories and also upgrading the artwork, some of the text is a bit mixed and jumbled all over the place. Sorry about that. When I was in the editing phase for the first time, they did not send the proofread copies to the Netherlands, and so I had to work, around and trying to find a way to get the copy to edit, and it's just been a mess. So basically, that's going to take a little bit longer. I'm going to aim to have that done by the end of the year, but I have burned my eyes, so I am very limited. Excuse me, with what I can do and time I spent on the computer. And so I would have had that done much earlier. I would have liked to have that already done, but here we are. And so in any case, once that's available, again, I'll give you a heads up, but please do hold off on purchasing the Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily for now. Or Fairy Tales for Reparenting series, not the Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily. That's it today. So without further ado, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is from the Reparenting Daily website, and we're reading the blog article entitled Building Social and Communication Skills, a Reparenting Blueprint for Connection. Just as a reminder, we're in September and the theme is emotional intelligence. We're in week 4, the last day of the month and this week, and the theme has been strengthening social and communication skills. I am quite sick, you guys, with a cold or some kind of flu thing. I also still have the stomach infection, so apologies for my voice. It's not in the best shape today, but we're still here, yeah? Okay. Building social and communication skills, a parenting blueprint for connection. If you never learned how to confidently speak up, listen with curiosity, or build trust with others, it's not because something's wrong with you. You were likely never taught. When your early environment was neglectful, chaotic, or unsafe, social and communication skills become survival strategies, not tools for connection. That's why so many trauma survivors feel awkward, anxious, or confused, even in everyday interactions. But social intelligence can be learned. Reparenting means you no longer have to remain stuck in old relational patterns. You can begin practicing skills that foster genuine connection, self-respect, and even joy. What are social and communication skills really? Social and communication skills go far beyond just talking. They include reading social cues, listening with attention and empathy, sharing your thoughts clearly and respectfully, asking questions and staying curious, regulating your emotions during disagreement, setting and respecting boundaries. These are relational muscles. You may be out of shape because of trauma, but that doesn't mean you're incapable. Like physical strength, these skills can be built one rep at a time. Why these skills are hard for trauma survivors. When your caregivers don't model respectful communication or safe connection, your brain wires itself for survival, not socialize. You may freeze or fawn in social settings, struggle with eye contact or tone modulation, talk too much or shut down completely, feel overwhelmed by silence or intimacy, or overanalyze every word that you say or hear. All of these make sense, and none of them are fixed. With practice, your brain can rewire to experience communication as safe, enjoyable, and empowering. Strategies to rebuild social and communication skills. Number 1, practice presence. Start by learning how to stay in your body when you're talking to someone. Feel your feet, take deep breaths, and allow for pauses. Presence helps regulate anxiety and anchors your nervous system in the moment. Number 2, use a name and ask formula. When you're unsure what to say, use this tool. Name what you notice and then ask a question. You seem really passionate about that. Would get you into it. This shows interest, builds rapport, and keeps the flow going. And number 3, use micro social reps. Talk to a cashier. Ask someone for directions. Make a small comment in a group chat. These tiny, low-stake moments build confidence over time. Number 4, record yourself talking. Not for criticism, but for curiosity. Practice speaking aloud your opinions or retelling a story. Then watch it later to observe tone, energy, and body language. Over time, this builds awareness and comfort. Number 5, learn from models you trust. Watch interviews, podcasts, or even fictional characters who embody the kind of communication you admire. Study their pacing, tone, phrasing, and presence. Number 6, role-play difficult conversations. Practice assertiveness, disagreement, or boundary setting with a friend, coach, or therapist. Scripts help you rehearse safety. Number 7, join a group, therapy, or hobby-based. Being in groups helps you practice attunement, contribution, and observation. A bonus, shared interests reduce pressure points and create natural opportunities to connect. And number 8, use body-based tools to regulate. Eye contact and vocal tone are regulated by your nervous system. Use breath work, gentle movement, and humming to stimulate the vagus nerve and promote safe social engagement. And just the closing thoughts. Building social and communication skills after trauma is not about becoming a polished extrovert. It's about reclaiming your right to connect. These are life-changing abilities that were stolen from you, and you deserve to get them back. Start small, move slow, and stay compassionate with yourself. You're not behind, you're rebuilding something beautiful. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. This reading frames social and communication skills as a part of reparenting, skills many trauma survivors never learned, not because they are broken, but because their early environments did not teach them. Without safe models, the nervous system wires itself for survival instead of connection, which explains why many survivors freeze, fawn, overshare, shut down, or overanalyze during interactions. Social and communication skills are described as relational muscles. Abilities like reading social cues, listening with empathy, setting boundaries, and regulating emotions in conflict. Like physical strength, these skills may feel weak due to trauma, but can be built one rep at a time. The strategies offered are practice. are practical and healing focus. Practicing present and staying regulated. Using a simple name and ask formula to keep conversations flowing, building confidence through micro social reps, and recording yourself to build awareness, learning from trusted role models, role-playing through conversation, joining groups to practice attunement, and using body-based tools like breathwork and humming to regulate the nervous system. Each tool combines emotional healing with skill building, aligning directly with reparenting's goal of creating a safe and empowering connection. As we go into the journal prompts today, number 1, which survival strategy, freeze, fawn, overthinking, shutdown, etc., shows up most for me in social situations? And how might I gently reframe them as protective responses rather than flaws? And number 2, what micro social reps could I practice this week to build my relational muscles in low-stake settings? And number three, how can I use body-based tools like breathwork or grounding to support my nervous system before, during, and after conversations? That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment, no matter what time you are listening and practicing this meditation. Namaste.